Hello. Well, I am standing in front of my perfume cabinet, which could mean one of two things for you guys, and that is either a perfume collection video or a perfume declutter video, and I've decided to go with the latter. I have just been getting overwhelmed with the state of this office lately, partly because I'm sick of working from home. I've decided to go with a declutter video just because I'm really desperate to declutter this room, and I thought I might start with the perfume collection. Plus, people have been asking me for this declutter video. I know I did one, a couple of months ago, and that was meant to be just the start, and it was. I actually still have the box of perfumes that I decluttered that time down here. I haven't done anything about them yet. They're just sitting in this box. I haven't retrieved any from the box, thank God, so far. So it's just a case of getting around to finding the right homes for them, I guess. This is probably going to take a while, so I don't know. I may have to break this up into sections and we'll just see how it goes. My criteria, I don't know if I really have thought through my strategy for doing this. Maybe I will just start with the first round through might just be the ones that I know I haven't worn and I know that I'm not going to wear. And then maybe I'll have to come back around again and sort of start filtering down to ones that I haven't worn, but that I think I might want to wear in the summer months coming up. So they might be put in a special section where if I don't touch them within the next 6 to 8 months, then they're out. I really admire people who can be really cutthroat with their perfumes. For some reason, I have no issues getting rid of clothes, shoes, household items, nothing, none of that. Even though we do seem to have an inordinate amount of all of those things in our home right now. But perfume to me is just something that I really struggle to let go of, and I don't know why. Even if it's something that I don't wear, it must be something to do with the scent memories and things like that. So what I've decided to do, if I'm really struggling with something, then I will allow myself to have a decant of it and then the bottle will go. So maybe that's the strategy I'll use. There isn't a lot of room here, but I'm going to try and set this camera up so that you guys can see what I'm doing as best as possible. Let's get started. Okay, so that was interesting. I have actually moved the camera and the lights all so close that I can barely navigate around them in this tiny little corner. I am going to stay out of the picture as much as possible on this one just because I'm quite zoomed in and I don't think anyone really wants to see me that up close and personal. And I have also added the lav mic in order to reduce any background noise, I hope. So at the top of the shelf here, we have a bit of a hodgepodge mix of fragrances that I have worn for years and years. These are all designer fragrances. There are a couple of newbies up here that I have recently just thrown up there because I literally didn't have anywhere else to put them. And that is the sad state of this whole scenario, is that I've literally run out of room. So up in the left corner here we have Chloe. I really like this fragrance. It's a beautiful rose fragrance. It's just really light and airy. Probably going to be perfect for spring. However, I just feel like I never reach for it. And every time I do, I just find that I don't really ever want to wear it. I just like sniffing it out of the bottle, which is not a compelling reason to keep it. So I think this one is going to go. Behind that, we have Sarah Jessica Parker's Stash. I still really love this fragrance. It's a nice little cheapie, kind of woody, a little bit vetiver-ish, I guess, and kind of spicy. And it's a really great, almost ambery fragrance to wear in the summertime or in the warmer months, because ambers can be a bit cloying and heavy in the warmer months. but it's just really light and I really enjoy it, so I'm going to keep this one. The next one is Tender Romance by Ralph Lauren. I actually do wear this, and I've just talked about this in another video which I will be uploading soon if I don't upload it before this video, so I am going to be keeping this one. The next one is the Bulgari Veil of Jasmine one that I can't say for whatever reason. I've spoken about this a few times. I really like this still. There's not that much left. I've had it for years. It's still good. I'm going to keep this one. This one is Classique by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I don't know about this one. I really like it in principle. I love this fragrance. But I just never seem to reach for it for whatever reason. I do love the Classique Intense that I wear, and I wear that a lot at night time. For some reason, I just never seem to reach for this one. So I'm on the fence about it because I really do love it. And maybe if I put it out on a specific rotation tray or something, I might be inclined to wear it more. So I think this is going to go in the maybe pile. I'm probably going to give this a couple more months, and if I don't wear it, then I'll probably get rid of it, but I may take a decant out of it. The next one is Michael by Michael Kors. Or is it Michael Kors by Michael Kors, and it's a bit dirty. One thing I really hate about this bottle is it just gets so dirty. I really hate the bottle design on this, but what I do like is the fragrance. However, again, as much as I love it, I have just not been wearing it. So I think, in terms of white florals, there are other white florals that I really love quite a bit more, but we are coming into spring and summer, so I'm going to give this a go until the end of this spring-summer season, and if it doesn't get worn, then it's out. The next one is an absolute favorite of mine. This is the Bulgari Red Tea. I think it's, what's it called? Eau de Rouge. I love this fragrance. I've been through a couple of bottles of it over the years, and this will probably be the last bottle I'll ever have of it because I'm not even sure if they're making it anymore. So I am keeping this one. The next one is one that I bought a little while ago, and it's an Hermès fragrance. It's the Un Jardin sur le Toit. I struggle with this line actually a little bit. I recognize that they are really beautiful fragrances, but there is something in many of the fragrances in this line that when they go on my skin, they open beautifully, and then they sort of they get this kind of muddy vibe to them, and it's not very pleasant. But this one I really do quite enjoy, and I only got a little bottle of it. However, I have not worn much of it, but I will put it aside for the spring summer months and see how I go. Balenciaga Paris by Balenciaga. This is a really beautiful lilac scent, I think, if I remember correctly. Kind of got a bit of a makeup-y vibe. This is really, really stunning. I really love this perfume. I've been through another bottle of it of this size, and I will be holding on to this. I only bought this one last year. This is a great work scent for those looking for a really good work scent that isn't too, offensive to other people. This is one of my absolute favorite designer scents, Bottega Veneta EDP. This is a tester bottle that I only bought probably late last year, so that's why it's still very full. I really should pay more attention to this one because I really do love it quite a lot. This little bottle is just a little mini of Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone. I really love this one. I only picked this up this year, so I have been wearing it, so I will continue to keep that one. This one is the first ever Jo Malone fragrance that I ever bought. I think I bought this a couple of years ago. It's the Oud and Bergamot. I really, really love this one. I haven't worn it very much recently, but when I smell it, I definitely don't want to get rid of it. I just really love the scent of this. So I will be holding on to this, at least for the time being. If I don't get much wear out of it in the next year or so, I may pass it on. Although, even though I really, really love it, there's a good chance that I think maybe I'm getting to the point where I've kind of had my time with it, and I appreciate it, but there are other things that I'm more likely to wear. So I'm giving it, it's on probation, basically. This one is Jo Malone's Grapefruit Cologne. This was actually gifted to me by a work colleague who had it and knew that I love perfume and decided to just pass it on to me. I haven't really worn it very much yet, but I think maybe in the coming months I will aim to give it a bit of a crack, because we obviously are coming into the warmer months, so this will be perfect for that. If I don't wear it after that, then I may end up gifting it on. Right, so that is what I'm definitely keeping out of this shelf. I do have quite a few that I've put in the maybe pile. I knew this was going to happen. And I also have one in the definitely going pile. But having said that, that shelf has always been my go-to designer fragrances that I do wear a lot. So hence why I haven't really gotten rid of too many off that shelf. This shelf, I don't think anything is going to go. This is kind of my go-to area. It's one of my favorite shelves in the perfume collection, and I pretty much have been wearing everything. And in fact, this Mugler is actually my scent of the day, which is the Miroir de Majesties, or whatever it's called. Okay, so this shelf again is full of fragrances that I do really love and enjoy wearing. Obviously, I've made the biggest shelves packed full of the ones that I love the most. So these are pretty much all on my ongoing rotation. There is one, however, that I am contemplating getting rid of, and that is this one. It's called Anna Abiyed. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It is an Arabian fragrance. This one is very similar to Herba Pura by Xerjoff. Now, I already know, I've spoken about Herba Pura before, which I know I really did not like. And I decided to give this one a go because somebody said that this one has less of the, I guess, punchy element of Herba Pura that can be offensive. So I decided to give it a go. It wasn't that expensive, but again, it's just, I've given up. I've given up on trying to like anything that resembles or is Herba Pura, because it just does not agree with my skin at all whatsoever. So this one is going. So now we are getting to a section of my shelving unit which I think is probably going to have the biggest dent in it once I'm done here. It's a bit of a mess, as you can see. I also have, like, the shelf below is just an absolute, I will show it to you, but I'm embarrassed too. It's just, there's stuff everywhere. There's samples just strewn all over the place, and I really need to organize it a little bit better. All right, so here we have Elisab Les Parfums L'Eau Couture. This is almost empty, as you can see. It has changed colour. That's just the vanilla having just discoloured over time. This is quite an old bottle. I think this is from maybe 2013. So it's still fine. It still smells fine. I really should just use it up because it is a beautiful fragrance. I really like this one. I even contemplated getting another bottle, but I suspect I probably just won't reach for it enough. So that'll go in my must put to the front of my rotation to wear during spring and just get rid of it. The next one is Poème. Most of you who have been watching my channel probably have come across my review of this. I may redo that review purely because it was one of the first videos I ever did, and it was really bad. So I think, and I'm also interested to go back to it to see if, after a year or so of dedicated sniffing and trying to train my nose to see if I can get a different interpretation of this. So anyway, that's staying. This is my very first original bottle of Balenciaga, so I may put that back up to the top with the other one and make sure I finish it, because obviously the other one was a replacement bottle and I had anticipated that this would be gone by now, but it's not, and it's still fine. I think this was the one I bought when it first released. I think it was back in 2011 or late 2010. So yeah, it's a great fragrance. Who hasn't bought this after all the hype around it? Look, it's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not me. I'm not a Baccarat Rouge 540 fan either, so I'm just not reaching for this one, so that is going. My 2 bottles of Eau de Sisley 3, I don't know why I do this. You know, I get to the very end of one and then I end up getting another one. And I end up having 2 on the go. So I'm going to finish this one this spring, summer, and this one will stay in my collection as well. I love this fragrance. I do wear it. Eau de Sisley number 3 is staying. This is the Zara Rich, Warm and Addictive from the Tobacco collection. I can't make up my mind about this one. I think I really loved it when it first came out. I went through a whole decant of it, about 10 mils, and so I went out and bought a bottle of it and I haven't touched it since. So I think this is on its last legs. It's going to get one more chance, and if I don't wear it or if Matt doesn't wear it, then it's gone. But I might put this out on the dresser in our bedroom where I put some of the ones for Matt. Otherwise he won't come through my perfume collection and just pick things off the shelf because he's too scared he'll get a woman's perfume. So I will put this on his shelf and he can see if he wears it. If he doesn't wear it, it's gone. So the next one I have talked about is this Rose Essentielle by Bulgari. I think I talked about, I can't remember which video I talked about this in, the tag video that we did, the perfumes, Ghosts of Perfumes Past, I think. This is the same age as the jasmine one at the top, but this one has turned. It doesn't smell good anymore. So I think I'll probably just end up getting rid of it. And this has been discontinued now, I think. And I managed to find another bottle in the last few weeks. And so this arrived, I think, about 2 weeks ago. It doesn't smell how I remember it smelling. I think I remember the old one being a lot punchier. But this is still really lovely, and I think I'll probably get some good wear out of it over spring. So this is obviously staying because it's brand new. But this one will go because it's old, it's turned, and the bottle is looking really dingy. I'm in 2 minds. Should I get rid of the bottle? This is definitely turned. I can't gift it on to anyone or sell it, so it'll probably be thrown out. I don't know what to do with the bottle though. I feel bad about throwing out the bottle. So if anyone has any ideas about what to do with old perfume bottles, let me know. But at this stage, it is just clutter in my home, so I need to get rid of it somehow. And for those of you who are curious, the reason I think this one turned when the other one didn't, even though they're the same age, is because I pretty much kept this one in my bathroom for a good decade. So yeah, I think that's probably the reason why it died, whereas the other one used to sit in my cupboard in my bedroom. This one is called Oribe, and it's actually made by a company that does hair products, and they decided to make a perfume because people love the smell of their hair products. I've never used their hair products, but I have heard that they're apparently very, very good. This one was gifted to me by a friend who had bought it and didn't like it, and so she gave it to me. It's nice. It's a nice, hang on, let me smell it. It is a very fresh white floral. It definitely smells like shampoo. Very clean smelling. I like it. I spritz this on my hairbrush and then put the hairbrush through my hair. So maybe I should just go out and buy the hair products. But I know it's really bad to put perfume on your hair. I don't do it that often, but I do. I sometimes, even if I'm wearing another fragrance on my body, I will sometimes just mist this, over my hairbrush and then put it through my hair so that my hair smells really clean. I know I'm a weirdo. So I'm going to keep it for now, but I don't know if I can see myself wearing this as my body perfume. We'll see. We'll see. It's still fairly new in my collection anyway, so I need to give it a bit more of a chance. The next one is Narciso, the EDT in the cube. I think I bought this one when it was released. When was it released? Was it 2012? This is really nice. I still love this fragrance. I want to hold on to it because I love it. I do want to try and get some wear out of it in the next few months before it gets too hot. So I might put it to the front of my collection. This one I bought also at the airport. I bought it because I couldn't tell if my other one was getting low, and I thought I was worried I would run out. The lady at the perfume counter told me that they had changed the packaging and this was actually the same as the other one, but it's not, as we all know now. I didn't do my research back then. I just listened to what the sales assistant told me. But this is obviously the EDP. It's nice, but it's a lot more youngish, I think. Well, it's just a lot more floral than the other one. So I don't wear it and it's going. The next three that were on the shelf are all by Parfums de Nicolai. They are travel size perfumes. I really enjoy all of these, so I'm keeping them. So what I have here is Kiss Me Intense, Fig Tea, and Eau de Yuzu, which is one of their new ones, I think. So keeping those. The next one is 24 Faubourg by Hermes. I'm undecided about this one. I do like this, but I kind of have to be in the mood for it. When I first spray it on, it kind of feels very old worldy, because it is. It's a fairly old fragrance. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll give it more of a go because it does dry down really beautifully on my skin. Just love the bottle though. It's so cute. So this is going to stay for now, but it may have to go at some point, but I'm not ready for this to go yet, so it's not even going in the maybe pile, it's just staying. Right, so this one, Mojave Ghost by Byredo. I wanted this for so long. I had a travel size of this and I loved it, and then I finally bought a partial bottle off a friend in Victoria and I haven't worn it really. I think I've worn it once since I got it. I still love it. Again, we are coming into spring. I think this would be a really great warmer weather. This is a really great warmer weather fragrance, so I am going to hold on to it for now. I also have the hair perfume to go with it. So yeah, they're going to stay for now. But if I don't get much wear out of them over the next, 12 months or so, I'll probably pass them on. This is definitely staying. This is Stella by Stella McCartney. It's a really lovely rose fragrance. I know it's not the same as it used to be, but I do have the Elie Saab Essence No. 1 as well to meet those needs. But I still really like this even in the current formulation, so that's staying. It's just a little bottle. So this is Eau de l'Orange. I think that's how you say it. This is by Lancôme. I bought this as a partial bottle for really cheap off a Facebook friend. It's okay. It's a orange blossom. It's a kind of a green orange blossom scent. It's very nice, but I have other orange blossom fragrances that I like more. So it's on probation. If I don't use it within the next 6 months, it's going. This is Sikkim Girls. It's a Gorilla perfume by Lush. It's a very kind of dark jasmine-y scent. I still really like it, even though I can't think of many circumstances in which I would wear it. But again, we are coming into the summer months. I intend to spend this summer by the pool, so I think I'll probably get some more wear out of this. This is great. This is a great summer night fragrance because it does sort of, it is a bit heavier than other white floral holiday type scents, and it's a little bit more animalic. It's a very sexy fragrance. I really like this one. It does have that lush kind of DNA about it. I'm going to hold on to this for now. Versace Dylan Blue Parfum. This is not staying. It's not a bad fragrance. It was just way overhyped as being really unique and different for a designer scent, and then I tried it and I went, it's really not that unique and different. I picked this up for a steal, and so I'm not complaining at all. I think it's fine for what I paid for it, but there are other fragrances that I'll wear in preference to this, so this is going. So this is Tacit by Aesop. This was gifted to me by the same work colleague who gifted me the Jo Malone Grapefruit Cologne, and I love this fragrance. I don't know why I haven't worn it more because it is really, really pretty. It's very woody and spicy. It's actually one of those kinds of fragrances that I would wear for meditation or yoga or something. It doesn't have huge longevity or projection. So it doesn't have a massive presence, which means, you know, you can wear it to an exercise class or a yoga class without offending anybody else. But it is, you know, but that you can smell it on yourself, and I actually really enjoy it for that purpose. So I'm probably going to put this with a lot of the other fragrances that I have that I use for that purpose. Estee Lauder Sensuous. I like this fragrance. I know it's controversial, not many people really like this fragrance that much. This has that sort of beachy, summery vibe, but there's like a skin-like quality to this. So I really enjoy it for that purpose. It's not too suntan lotiony. It's more skin that's been in the sun. I am still enjoying, I did wear it quite a lot last summer, and I intend on keeping it for now and seeing if I wear it again this summer. If I don't reach for it this summer, then it will go. The next one is Versace Crystal Noir. I decluttered the EDT in my last video, and this one is going to go as well. This is the EDP. I just don't find myself reaching for it. I quite like it as a fragrance, but I just don't reach for it, so it's going.